We're back with another episode of Modern Dude Chat.
What up? What up?
What's going on? What's good? What's good?
It's all good, man.
Everything getting back to normal, kind of ish?
Yeah,
Maybe?
Sure. I have a new normal.
That's what the news tells me.
I have a new normal. You know what? We didn't even talk about this pre-podcast until just recently.
Whoa. Okay.
But, you know, cat's out of the bag, Chuck. I've officially been furloughed.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Well,
You say ouch.
I say ouch.
Yeah.
It sucks. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
there's some temporary benefits
For sure.
to that. So
For sure.
I'll just leave
Especially
that there.
in my regard, because I work on a lot of different things outside of day job, day job. So now I just get to roll right into that and focus on that.
Well, I'm just throwing it out there.
One
into the
including the podcast here.
Yes.
So, spend
well, speaking of, if you want to throw some of Uncle Sam's dollars towards me getting a new computer for the podcast,
Oh, okay.
just say I'll take those dollars.
I got you.
I got the one picked out on Amazon. I'll just drop it in your car. You
Forget feeding my kids.
Yeah, no.
That's not important.
Teach them kids how to forage and hunt. They'll take care of themselves. So that'll be good. Sorry if the sound is bumping.
But yeah.
I'm adjusting here and I can't get it just right.
That happened. So, Chuck, I've got some free time on my hands. A little bit more free time. And I'm excited. Honestly, super excited to spend a lot more time on the podcast for sure.
Good, because my back's been hurting, you know?
I hear you.
Get my drift, picking up what I'm putting down.
What's going on?
But no, man, dude, Memorial Day weekend.
Heck yeah.
How was your quarantine Memorial Day weekend?
It was good. We didn't go anywhere.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, we talked about possibly seeing family or going over to see family and didn't do it. Plus, it was a bit of a rainy weekend for the most part.
Yes. So that dampened our whatever plans we had.
Yeah.
The rain killed it.
Yeah.
Because
I enjoyed it, honestly.
My wife will attest to this.
Yeah.
I get pissed when a thunderstorm or a rainstorm comes through and I'm at work. Like,
Yeah,
I want to be at home.
Yeah.
I like to open the windows. Depending on which way the wind's blowing, I like to sit outside, like either in the garage or under the awning in the back porch.
You're my man, Chuck.
Like, I will run outside to sit.
What's
if
funny?
It's raining.
So this is what I did all day, real quick. All day. I think it was Sunday, right? Sunday is when it rained.
Yes.
Or actually, it was yesterday that rained, or was it Sunday?
It's rained.
It's rained.
Sunday was the big day.
That's all I did though. So we got our new deck, right?
Okay.
And we have like an awning that comes out over it a little bit.
I didn't know you did that.
Well, not an awning. Not like a legit awning.
It's got some overhang.
Some overhang from the roof, yes.
Yeah.
I would call it the awning. Anyways, it wraps around like an L shape. I found a nice little corner in the back. No rain, so I can just sit there, and I was grilling all day Sunday. I actually grilled Monday.
Nice.
And just sat in that spot and just kicked it. And drank beer and grilled all weekend. That's all I did.
So, if you're following us at Modern Dude Chat on social media, you will see one of the activities I participated in over the weekend, which was fun. It was awesome. We did the garage, the beer challenge.
Yeah, I saw that.
Where you tape or secure a beer can to the garage door and you open it and you do your thing.
Which is the first time I've ever seen that, by the way.
What?
I've never seen
Dude, that has been circulating for like weeks.
Haven't seen it until then.
Oh, man. So, this is just how my family rolls, and I love them for it. We had planned like a pool party thing, like with the family and the kids, and maybe a couple friends, cookout, beer, pool, whatever. About Wednesday or Thursday, forecast comes in, pretty much killed the whole vibe.
Yeah.
And then we decide, as a family decision, hey, if nothing else, we'll drink beer in the shop, and we can do the garage door challenge. So our whole day centered around doing the garage door thing. And then, so we got over there, like, I went to my in-laws' house, and we had friends, people just coming by, and it was, dude, I started cracking beers at 11. I was that guy that didn't realize it was Sunday, and I walked in to try to buy beer, and it wasn't happening for me. So I had to get floated on some stuff
Before
until
noon.
Yeah, before noon.
Can't do
And
that.
then I was steadily cruising all day long,
Nice.
and it was awesome. We did the thing. I jumped in the pool. We essentially played in the rain. It was raining and lightning, and we're just like running back and forth in the driveway.
Nice.
And like before lightning, we were playing in the pool and stuff. Like it was just It was one of those. The kids were the kids were getting to play in the rain.
Yeah.
They thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
So it was one of those days. And then the other thing we did, which I don't know if these are like TikTok things.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess I'm not a TikToker.
Well, time out. I have a real quick question.
Sure.
The garage door challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Do you tape the beers to the garage?
We did.
Okay.
Yeah, we just like set it on like the creases.
Yeah.
You know, we had that
And
little.
then just to keep it there.
We just duct taped it to
Gotcha.
stay there,
Gotcha.
and then it just goes up, and as it tilts with the garage
So,
door, you catch it in your mouth.
Entire beer, or does it when it gets?
It does. It levels
It
out.
levels
It's
out.
not. It's not like shotgun or nothing.
Okay.
It did level
That's a
out.
good. That's a solid
But
like half beer though, right?
It's
Almost?
oh yeah, but it's pretty fun. Like
That's awesome.
and of course it helped because it was pouring down rain, so we were all like soaking wet anyway.
Yeah.
Because we were outside.
Yeah.
So like
Didn't
the
matter.
beer because beer gets everywhere. Like
Yeah.
once I got done, it looks cool, but I called it simulation drowning because at one point it like didn't hit my mouth, it hit the top of my lip.
Mm.
And so like beer rushed down my nose and into my mouth while I'm trying to drink it. And it was fun though. We had a good time. And then we also did this is a TikTok thing, the treadmill. I didn't post this on social media. I sent it
This
to
was
you.
crazy. This was
I
crazy.
sent it to you. I saw the video. I might post it. One of our buddies we talked into, it's on TikTok. If you've seen it, you see it. If not,
Please tell me that was sanitized prior to.
absolutely not. Like we wiped down, like blew it off.
Oh my god!
So basically, what you do is you set
no.
a person up at the end of the treadmill, just laying down like mouth at the foot of the treadmill,
Oh my god!
mouth open, and you drop M&Ms or Skittles, and it's like we equated it to Pac-Man, and then they have to like go back and forth,
Move their mouth
to catch all the M&Ms.
at the end of the treadmill, trying to catch.
Yeah, the
in.
treadmill. You turn the treadmill on, and you just drop
Yeah.
the stuff at the top of the treadmill, and the treadmill, of course, feeds it and shoots it down to the
Yeah.
person that's waiting for
The
it.
funny thing is, though, whoever's dropping the candy at the other end
Mm-hmm.
is placing it in different like areas.
Right.
So
Yeah, it's
the
not like a
candy's-
single line.
it's jumping from like side to side.
Yeah, it's like a
middle.
game.
Yeah,
It's like a game.
it's freaking.
And it was funny because the treadmill was a little dirty, and like where his lips and or tongue touched it, every time I came back around, you could see it.
I saw that and I cringed. I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's not."
I'm gonna
clean."
post it. I didn't before, but I'm
Do
gonna
it.
post it. So follow us for that stuff. But I did post the garage one.
If you're a clean freak, it's real cringy.
But I mean, it was one of those days. We hung out outside. We drank and had a good time. I was sleeping in bed by 9:30 at night,
Nice.
and that suits me just fine.
Nice. That's a solid.
But yeah, no, we had a fun weekend, and I am ready. I just want to move right into it. I think we got a fun beer on our hands.
We've got a good one. We've got a good one here. Unique.
It is
strange,
unique. Not only is it unique, it's unique and strange to Texas.
Quite possibly cringy. I don't know how it tastes yet. But we'll see.
I'm expecting the worst. I'll be honest.
Yeah, same here. Same here.
But you got to. I feel like it's in our blood.
Right. Yeah, I mean, we have to try this.
You have to.
All right, Chuck, you ready?
Hit them with it.
So, I was in one of your favorite establishments here recently. You want
It's not just one of mine. It's just like if you're a red-blooded Texan,
True. One of my
20
favorites.
years. Buc-ee's.
I've been making a lot of trips to Buc-ee's here recently. Me and my son will go stop in there before we go up to.
Oh, father-son bonding at the old Buc-ee's?
We hit Buc-ee's before we go up to the beard supply office and do a little bit of work. So it's become a little, I don't know, routine for us.
Yep.
So when I was in there one day, I saw this chuck and I flipped out. I was like, "What the?" Grabbing it because this is going to be great.
Yeah. Okay. Hit us with it.
You ready?
Yep.
This is from Panther Island Brewing Company, brewed in Fort Worth, Texas. It is 5% alcohol by volume, and this is the Road Trip Snacks. That's the name of the beer.
Road Trip
Trip Snacks.
And I like to read it. I know it's on a road sign,
Yep.
but it's even more entertaining to read it as the I-35 Road Trip
True.
Snacks.
That's true. I-35 Road Trip Snacks. It's an ale brewed with
Bucky's Beaver Nuggets.
Bucky's Beaver Nuggets.
The all-time classic Texan road trip snack.
Right.
Now, before we start, do you like beaver nuggets? Are you like? I know some people are like addicted to them. Greatest thing ever.
If there's a bag in the house, I'm addicted to them.
Okay.
Yes, I love beaver.
See,
nuggets.
I love Bucky's. However, I'm not a big fan of the beaver nuggets.
Really?
I've had them. I will get like if you had a bag, I'd get a handful.
Yeah.
But like. I wouldn't eat the whole bag, and I wouldn't like be buying some for myself.
I got you.
But what's funny about this is my family knows I love Bucky's, and my stepdad actually picked up on this like on the internet, and he screenshotted me like 2-3 months ago.
Yeah.
And I put it in the backlog of my mind because I was like, sooner or later it'll end up at our Bucky's, and like. The day on my way over here that I saw it, I walked in and you said, "Look what I got," and I was like, "Almost bought that today. Been waiting for it because we had to have it. I mean, this is like a must-have."
I saw it and immediately was like, "Yep, I'm getting that. We're doing that on the podcast." So just to shed a little bit of light, if you're not familiar with Bucky's or Texas or that establishment,
sorry,
beaver nuggets are simply sweet corn puff snacks that are deliciously coated with caramel. And that's it. So they're like caramel. They're caramel coated corn pops basically, and they taste amazing.
But not like
it's like
caramel popcorn. Like, there's a difference.
So have you ever? Do you know what pirate booties are?
No.
Have you ever seen those?
No.
Those are basically beaver nuggets.
Okay.
But they're white cheddar.
Ah.
Which are also very good.
I do like. Is that a Bucky item or is that somewhere else?
Not a Bucky item.
This is in general.
You can find it at like any grocery store. So next time you're in a grocery store, look for pirate booty.
I will.
Your kids will love it.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean that's it. That's all it is. That's what a beaver nugget is. And I think it's like a texture thing, the crunch, all that. Fantastic.
All right.
It's a beer made with beaver.
There's
nuggets.
a lot of other snacks at Bucky's I enjoy.
True.
Like their peanut selection. There's Cajun peanuts. They're just out of this world. The chocolate covered pretzels are delicious.
The salted caramel pretzels.
Yeah. I mean, they have a variety of pretzels.
Yeah.
And they're all good. But anyway, there's just a lot more snacks I like better than beaver nuggets.
And I'm familiar with Panther Island. They're, like I said, in Fort Worth. 5%.
Let's do it.
Let's
crack this thing. I've been waiting for this.
I know, right?
You know you gotta do the smell test.
Got to.
Oh, man. It smells a little more stout than I anticipated.
It smells just like a beaver nugget.
All right, you ready? Turn it up.
I'm actually excited about this.
I mean, as expected, it's not for me. What do you think? Honesty.
Give me 1 second.
All right. I can't. I mean, I will finish drinking it, don't get me wrong. But this is like, to me, this is one of those, you're at a party or you have friends over and you're like, hey, you got to try this. Mm-hmm. But it could be just, I'm not a fan of beaver nuggets. You are.
I am.
So you tell me what you think. This is going to have a probably a unrealistic low number for me, just because I'm not into beaver nuggets, and therefore I'm not super like jacked about a beaver nugget beer because it does resemble beaver nuggets. I mean, the intent is there.
Yeah.
That's just not an intention I want to go with.
Nailed it. As far as I'm concerned, they nailed it with what they were going for. Okay. My feedback: I love beaver nuggets. In fact, the aftertaste tastes just like
yes,
beaver
it does,
nuggets.
and I think that's what's always killed me on the actual beaver nuggets.
It's the aftertaste, which is funny. I mean, obviously they brewed this with beaver nuggets.
They like dump beaver nuggets into the mix.
Yes. So yeah, my honest opinion, reaction, it's good. It's not terrible. It tastes like a beaver nugget.
Right. It's not my thing.
It's the only 6-pack I'll ever buy.
I'm honestly going.
We're down to 4. So.
Yeah, I'm honestly going to go with. Speaking of that, I'm going to go with like a 4.5.
Okay. Okay.
And that's just my taste buds.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm going to take a 1 off your hands.
I'm good with that.
Because I got to let my stepdad try it.
Hey, take
and
2.
we owe him 1 for the past hookups.
Take 2.
I'm gonna do is he gave us Kraken. I'm gonna give him beaver nuggets. It's even trade in my book.
Beer, yeah. Well, it's much like the dill pickle sour beer that we had, right?
Like ridiculously popular.
It is, and in my opinion, is way better than this. Both Fort Worth breweries, but. Yeah, I mean, this tastes like a beaver nugget. So
I mean, like I said, what they were going for, nailed it. What they were going for is not what I prefer.
And you know what? And what they were going for altogether, ultimately, was just to get their beer into Buc-ee's.
That's true.
And this is a good way to do that. So,
and you also pick up those passerbys like, hey,
that's right.
This is interesting.
Yeah.
Buc-ee's exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get the Buc-ee beer.
Oh, yeah, they had their own display, front and center.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It all ties in perfectly.
Yeah.
It's all there. It's just, I don't like beaver nuggets.
I don't like them that much to drink a beer.
Well, let's see if you do any better with the music.
Well,
let's move on
Chuck,
to the music.
You know, I was listening to a playlist this weekend, and this came across the playlist.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, you know what? I love this song. It reminded me of a lot of things, especially like my childhood and hearing this song in certain different scenarios.
Blink 182?
No, not Blink 182. Much younger, when I was a younger kid.
Oh.
In particular, I used to love watching episodes of Full House.
Oh, gosh.
Featuring this band. And I'm talking about the Beach Boys. You remember Danny Tanner and Jesse and Joey and all the crew? You know, they hopped on stage with the Beach Boys.
I was trying to think of Jesse's band name because that's the only, when you said band associated with Full House, I was like, what? And then when you said Beach Boys, yes, 100%.
One of my favorite all-time episodes of Full House, by the way.
Gosh, you have terrible taste.
But the song I'm featuring this week is Good Vibrations. So I felt like that was a good song to feature.
Of all the Beach Boys songs, which there's a lot, and there's a lot I don't care for.
Yeah.
This is probably like the one. If someone said, could you listen to a Beach Boys song to save your life? Like, yes, I can listen to one song, and this is it.
Oh, no shit. Okay, I love it. Well, I was feeling some good vibrations this weekend.
Oh, okay.
Just chilling on the patio, watching the rain come down, just taking it easy. Grilling, chilling, and good vibrations. So, Beach Boys, nice. Good Vibrations is the feature this week.
Man, so if it was up to me, there was I think it was a 20th anniversary of an album. And so I've seen this popping up here on social media, like on Facebook and stuff. Like, without saying the word, post 10 album covers that defined your music listening taste. Yeah. And a lot of friends, which were people we grew up with, it's like rock bands and stuff. And I'm just like, okay. Okay. And then one, like an anniversary dropped, and I was like, This right here, this is me. I want to shout it from the rooftops. The Marshall Mathers LP had its anniversary.
It did, 20th, right?
Yeah, 20th.
Yeah, I saw that.
And that might be one of the best rap albums ever to come out.
Nice.
And I saw that, I was like...
He changed the game.
I just thought of it when you played that, and it made me just... Similar to recent events, it made me go down some wild roads in my head. Like, Marshall Mathers LP was... fire from top to bottom, and it still holds up.
Yeah.
And he's the GOAT. I don't care. But anyway.
I love it.
I like how you went to Beach Boys and I went
Marshall
Shady.
I love it.
But anyway, no, that's dude, that's
listen to some good vibration.
I like those throwback stuff. And we were kind of digging into it a little bit before we started the podcast. Was like, I went down a weird rabbit hole this past weekend and stumbled upon photos that I haven't seen or thought about in a decade or longer.
Chuck, you dug up.
Like, these are photos dated 2006, 2007, 2008.
I'm straight beardless.
Yeah, hey, I have more than enough evidence to show Cody never had a beard his whole life. And I'm not talking about like when we were 8. I'm talking about like 20s Cody.
Yeah.
With babyface.
Babyface, straight up, dude. You found quite a few.
I think at some point we were digging through the photos, and I think it was honestly about 2010, 11, 12 is when the beard started showing and not going away. Before that,
2010.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay.
2011 is when I really started growing it up.
Well, I just noticed we pulled up photos from like 13, 14, and you had like, it wasn't long like it has been in the past, but it was there. Like, it was thick and burly.
You want to hear a fun fact?
Fun fact.
I've had a beard since 2011.
Whoa.
To this date.
Whoa.
Like, I've trimmed it up.
There ain't no telling what you can find in that sucker.
I've trimmed it up and kept it nice and neat for the most part. But I have had a beard on my face since 2011. That's effing crazy to think about.
That is crazy. I mean, that timeline fits. But I mean, I'm just saying, I found old photos, and there's some throwback photos of me and Cody. Like, this is college days that are when we get. I mean, they're going to be some classic.
Oh yeah.
Modern Dude Chat.
We're going to share these.
Eventually. We just save them for the right moment.
Yeah.
But there is some gold there.
I can't wait to share those pictures with them.
That is there. So anyway, I just I went down a word rabbit hole, but dude, hey, next week we already talked about it. I want you to go through. I'm gonna go actually find my hard drive with all the photos, not just the ones that were posted.
I'm doing it.
And we're gonna dig real deep.
Hey, I've got some free time on my hands, so
you got nothing else to do. In addition to your wife's list, I'll give you a to-do list. How about that?
So much, I appreciate it.
I will not pay you. I will let Uncle Sam, or as he likes, as your stimulus check said, Donald Trump would love to pay you. I'm gonna let him pay you, but I'm gonna give you a to-do list.
Well, Chuck, there's ways you can pay me.
Listen, I got a little road trip snacks in me. Don't get things kick-started up here.
Yeah.
I joked with your wife. She was up here earlier. I said I was sitting up the camera. And I was like, just kidding. We don't do podcasts up here. We just set stuff up for OnlyFans.com.
Speaking of
and she believed it, which
of course,
is unfortunate.
Of course she did.
But no, we're off the beer and we did the music. I do got some beer news.
Yeah.
So, do you want to hit me with yours? Because it does tie in perfectly with one of mine.
Yeah. I've got some. So, last week we featured ranch water, right?
Yeah. You showed us how to make ranch water.
Which was awesome. I thought it did really well.
Great. I even told people about it this past weekend.
And I had some people even hit me up and like, dude, this is awesome. Thanks for sharing, and I can't wait to try it.
We're men of the people.
You don't have to use Desert Door necessarily. You can use any tequila. So, Chuck, I did a little bit of digging though,
Yeah.
after the fact, and come to find out, there is quite a few companies that have come out now
It's a thing.
with ranch water seltzers. There's a company in Austin, Texas. It's called Ranch Rider Spirits.
Okay.
They actually make a ranch water with tequila, sparkling water, and real lime juice. They make a tequila paloma, which is tequila, sparkling water, grapefruit, and lime. And then a Chilton, which is vodka, water, sparkling water, lemon juice, and sea salt.
Listen, you had me naked at tequila.
I know, right? Dude, we're going to get our
So-
hands on this. Based out of Austin. The packaging is legit.
Yeah, no, looks good.
Freaking love it. There's another brand that came out. It's called Shotgun Spike Seltzer, ranch water, agave and lime, 6.9%. And then there's one more. There was one. Okay, yeah. Here, I got it here in my screenshot.
Yep, that's the one I stumbled across.
This is so it says move over White Claw. There's another spiked seltzer in town. Ranch water hard seltzer from Lone River Beverage
I want to try that one.
And it was an SMU grad that launched this West Texas beverage company and new ranch water hard seltzer. So, and this is made with straight up just agave and lime is what they have in.
What else do you need?
And that's it. So, yeah, dude.
Well,
Ranch
read that
water.
headline again.
Move over White Claw.
Yes.
Yes. Which is funny because, last episode I mentioned I took a lime White Claw.
I've never
Forks
had a
and
White
everything.
Claw, but I want to do what you're talking about.
Okay, yeah. So, and then I saw this and I was like, oh my gosh, here we go. Ranch water craze is about to happen. What's your news, Chuck?
So I want you to read that headline because
Move over White Claw?
yes, because I saw today that so of course seltzers are blowing up the market right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. It's
Last
ridiculous.
year, so White Claw announced its sales, previous year sales,
It's absurd, I'm sure.
they eclipsed $1 billion in White Claw sales,
And
and they are like
unbelievable.
head and shoulders like blew the rest of the seltzer market out of the water. Like I have the graph on my phone, but obviously we're using it.
Yeah.
But they cleared $1 billion. I think the percentage was like plus 380 something percent
I believe
versus
it.
previous year.
I believe it, dude.
And I've never had one, but I know that their marketing and like they're just grassroots. Everyone's on White Claw.
Yeah.
Has been crazy. But yeah, no, they eclipsed $1 billion
Crazy.
in White Claw sales. And I have not had one.
You haven't had one?
I have not had a White. Now, I've had Trulies.
Yeah.
I've had Trulies.
Which I heard are not that great.
Yep, they're not.
I haven't personally.
So last year when we went to the river, I wanted to try them just because, you're on the river for like 8 hours or so. I wanted something light that would still get me where I want to go.
Yeah.
And I did research and was like, basically the review said Truly versus White Claw.
Yeah.
I don't find that accurate now that I've had Trulies and what other people have told me about White Claw. So
Yeah.
might have to do a White Claw feature when summer hits hardcore. When it's 110
I'm down.
degrees out here, might hit that White Claw and bring that Desert Door.
I mean, I'm not a huge fan, but I can, if there's nothing else in the fridge, which is usually what happens. My wife is on a White Claw kick right now, and I'll grab me
Nice.
a lime White Claw. There's also a hard seltzer that is out of Dallas now, Chuck. Deep Ellum Brewery. They made the Blind Lemon. Did we have that on here?
I don't remember, but I did see this the other day in the store.
Yeah, Blind Lemon is what it's called. It's yellow black can.
Yeah.
By Deep Ellum. I don't think we've had it yet, so that's another good one to bring up here. If you're the seltzer game, is
We'll
just
go
getting-
back and argue. I mean, we've said we need to do a better job of
Yeah.
documenting what we've done
What
because
we've
it's
done,
getting
yeah.
to the point now where we can't keep track of what we had on air and what
Yeah.
we've had off air.
Well, here's what I'm doing now, though. I'm keeping track of our features every week, and on our Instagram page, on the highlights, I'll post in our stories, and it'll simply say, "Hey, episode 60, we featured Ranch Water with Desert Door Topo Chico, and then the music feature." And you can see that. So that's kind of how I'm keeping up with it now, Chuck. Is If you'll scroll through those,
yes,
you'll see all of our features.
Yes, I love it.
Starting back.
We talked about it. I didn't know
yeah.
you were actually keeping up with it.
Oh yeah, I'm doing it.
Sweet.
So we're keeping
So
up with all of it.
be sure to follow Modern Dude Chat on
Yeah.
Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
Good.
Hey, I need more. I want to interrupt. I know we're in the middle of a beer conversation.
Yeah.
Give me. I don't know if like our age bracket uses Twitter that much.
Mhm.
I love Twitter.
Yeah.
I live on Twitter.
Yeah.
Dude, compared to Facebook and Instagram, our Twitter account is dying. Like, get on Twitter and follow Modern Dude Chat because I feel like I dropped some gold on there and nobody sees it.
Chuck definitely dropped
Because it's not like it's completely different content than what you can put on Instagram or Facebook.
Anything that Chuck puts on MDC Twitter account, you have not seen on Facebook or Instagram.
That's true.
And it almost
usually
like raises the bar. It's a little bit more raunchier. It's more edgy, and it's honestly where we like to live.
You can tell who operates Twitter here and who doesn't.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of like retweets and retweets with comments, and it's not stuff I can do on Instagram. Like Twitter and Instagram, I don't think are very compatible. Of course, you can share and link stuff between, but it's not like it won't show you the content. It'll just basically give you a link to Twitter, or a link to Instagram. I like being able to see it. So anyway, side note: get on Twitter, get on Twitter, period, and then follow Martin.
Heck yeah, Chuck's killing it over there.
I love it, and even if no responses are made, I laugh my ass off most of the time when I operate on Twitter. But anyway, and then so I want to follow up beer news.
Okay.
We talked about, you brought up how the massive beer shortage across the nation with Rona.
Not necessarily a shortage. There was
stranded and abandoned.
Stranded and abandoned, yes.
Stranded and abandoned.
Love it.
So I saw this and I was like, perfect to bring up. Anheuser-Busch has launched the Bud Light Certified Fresh Initiative.
Ooh, okay.
And that is basically if you have Anheuser-Busch products, your Bud Light, Budweiser, etc., that has gone expired, no good, basically stranded and abandoned.
Stranded and abandoned, yeah.
They will straight up exchange you beer. Like, tell them what you have in inventory. I don't know if you ship it back or what.
Keg for keg.
Yeah, basically, they want to make sure that you have Anheuser-Busch available and what you had in stock that went bad, let them know, and they'll replace it free of charge.
No shit.
They're swapping it out.
Must
got
be
some
nice.
more beer.
Must be nice to own a business that large.
Yeah, no kidding.
But
But I mean, as far as all that abandoned beer and everything goes, if if you got caught in that or whatever, you're getting a free swap out if you had Anheuser-Busch.
That's a great move.
That's not. And they had another one. And I can't remember the other move. It was Bud Light something. I can't remember what it was. But anyway, I saw this and I thought of you because you brought up that that all that beer was being wasted.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So Anheuser-Busch is replenishing all like stadium beers, venues, bars. If you got beer that has been expired or wasted,
I have to imagine like stadiums probably are getting hit the hardest in regards to that because that's so many people to like feed beer to.
And you know what? Honestly, it probably wouldn't even be a bad idea. They were like, hey, if you have any beer, that's gone bad. If you got Coors Light and whatnot that's gone bad and they won't replace it, send it to us and we'll replace it with a keg of Bud Light.
Would you like to be a Budweiser sponsor?
Yeah, like, hey, we have like 3 kegs of Coors Light we can't use and they won't take them back. Send them to us, we'll replace it with Bud Light.
And we'll put a nice big sign up.
I feel like that's great. Like,
it is.
I feel like that's good.
There's opportunity there for sure.
But, speaking of opportunities.
Oh shit, what do you got?
I'm trying to give people an opportunity to get a brand new t-shirt.
I know. Oh, yes, Chuck. I like it.
Make sure, I'll take a minute, during this Corona stuff, during all this, be sure you take the opportunity to go to beardsupply.com. Get your beard soaps, your beard balms, your beard oils,
have something for the listeners, Chuck.
What?
This week only.
Okay.
And honestly, before we release this episode, I guess we'll probably release this on Friday? Friday will be the
Thursday. We haven't mentioned it yet. Thursday's the new drop date.
Ooh, perfect.
Rona has tweaked our schedule and things are coming back to life.
Yes.
So now we are committing to dropping episodes on Thursday.
Right. I love it. So, Chuck, this week only, starting Monday, which was Memorial Day, up until Friday, all the way through Friday, 25% off all products on beardsupply.com.
Whoa.
25% off. It's a Memorial Day sale. Use the code FREEDOM at checkout. 25% off any product on the website through Friday. Hop on it.
That's all products across the board?
All products.
Dang.
Don't forget about the shirt and the code.
Yep.
MDC Podcast is the code, Chuck.
So, like, shirts are included in that deal?
Shirts are included.
Oh, man. Hey, you know what?
The board.
Getting it here, you might be hearing it here first. If you don't follow Beard, is this promoted on your Beard Supply social media? If you don't follow Beard Supply on social media, go and follow them now so you get deals like this. Of course, we offer MDC Podcast $5 off a shirt, but this week, like I said, Beard Supply 25% off across the website.
Yep.
And they already jacked with the prices on beard oil. So now just double down on those suckers and go to beardsupply.com. All the good stuff. Getting some awesome deals.
Yes, sir.
Beardsupply.com.
Beard care for wildlife.
And I want to bring it to what might be my favorite topic of the last week. Is what I've dubbed, and I think other people have dubbed, the Call Her Daddy saga on Barstool.
Oh, my back's killing me, Chuck. I'm sorry. I'm over stretching. I'm stretching, getting ready to hear this.
I mean, my back's been coming for about a year or so I'm glad you got nothing else to do. No, I'm kidding. I'm poking fun at Cody.
No, this story has been great to follow. I can't wait.
And it is just blown wide open. So we talked about Call Her Daddy and the conflict with Barstool, Wednesday of last week. So we had Wednesday or Thursday last week after we recorded. Did we? I don't remember.
We recorded on Wednesday.
So Sophia, the dipshit in this relationship, posted an Instagram video basically saying nothing.
Basically.
I want to do this, but no, they won't let me, and it's just a big mess and blah, blah, blah.
Just a whole bunch of nothing, really.
And, of course, Dave and them at Barstool just went in and the floodgates opened. All the other podcasts got involved, and basically everyone was shitting on the whole deal. And then, out of nowhere, the silent one, the one who's not normally silent, the one who has been silent, Alex, the brains of the operation, tweeted out, what was like 7 p.m., which that's all she wrote. Yeah. And what it was about a 35-minute video posted to her personal YouTube account and just spilled the freaking guts on this thing and just unloaded the backstory about how they went to the rooftop meeting and all this stuff. And then basically she got to the point where Barstool blew her away with the offer and she couldn't get out of the meeting fast enough to go scream, jump, and holler with excitement. Right. Because she was back in on Barstool.
Because he offered a killer deal, an unbelievable deal.
Yes. And then the other one was like, no. And she went into detail about it. If you're into this, or it's just a good story, period. Yeah. You don't even have to listen to their podcast to be invested in this story. And anyways, it was just, I love it when people spill the fucking tea like she did because she wasted no time. And then the best part, which threw everyone for a freaking loop, was she went on and on and on about all this, and in the last 5 seconds, she's going on about wanting to do this with Sophia and blah 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 blah, and then she said, it kind of like a quick edit. She leaned in and said, "I'll see you effers on Wednesday." And then shortly after that, Dave Portnoy came out with the emergency press conference, which he does this when shit hits the fan, like usually with the Patriots or like Tom Brady leaving and stuff. Basically, it was an emergency press conference. Call her daddy, the smart one, Alex, went on her own, ditched the dumb one, the clown face Sophia, and signed an exclusive deal with Barstool. The new episode drops tomorrow, which this releases Thursday, so it should be out now. Mm-hmm. And I'm pretty sure the podcast community is waiting for this new episode. So she's back with Barstool. They haven't really said exactly what the deal was, but she's back. I'm looking forward to it because the whole story is taken. Call Her Daddy and Joe Rogan were news. Like, it was the podcast week last week.
Heck yeah.
And it rolled into the weekend because old Scooter Braun, Justin Bieber, and also was the douchebag that bought Taylor Swift's music library, and that was what Taylor Swift blew up about a few months ago. Mm-hmm. He didn't know what he stepped into. He actually used to work for the CEO of Barstool. It's actually not Dave. It's actually a different person. Mm-hmm. And he worked with her, and he called her, reaching out on behalf of Sophia and the goofy face guy is, Peter.
Yeah, Soup Man.
Yeah, Soup Man. Soup Man. And basically was like, hey, what can we do? And they were like, we don't operate that way. And then Dave found out, and Dave just lit Scooter up on the Twitterverse, and it was hysterical. It was hilarious. Eventually all blew over. Yeah. But long story short,
he basically said, like, we talked it out.
Yeah.
We're good now. I'm not going to post anything else about it. But then he made one post because somebody made a video. Mm-hmm. It was one of those meme videos again where, like, it's a movie scene. Did you see that? I think it was Kill Bill.
I have not seen that.
It was Kill Bill. It was that scene where she is cutting that guy's sword down. And this is Dave cutting Scooter's sword down. And then he bends him over his lap and spanks him with the sword. And he goes running off down the stairs.
Well, what happened was Dave shouted at Scooter and was like, Scooter Braun's entered the chat, da-da-da-da. And then Scooter replied basically kind of a low-key dig at Dave.
Yeah.
And very quickly deleted it. And then, of course, Dave just went in harder. Eventually, Scooter called Dave. Anyway, the CEO of Barstool, she does like a 10, 15 minute, here's what's going on during the day, every day, and she addressed it. It's all cool. Scooter just basically had no idea what he was walking into when he poked the bear, which is Dave Portnoy.
Right.
And he quickly backed out of that fight. And I'm just, now that that's resolved, I want to see what happens to that dude at HBO.
He's
like,
I'm curious as to what, like,
he's been silent. Sophia has went silent since her dumb Instagram video, and I'm just waiting for one of them to respond. I assume they're not, because I'm assume they're going to try to get lawyers and lawsuits involved.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Which that will be fun, because Dave and Barstool does not operate in the dark. So anyway. I've had so much fun reading the videos, like you mentioned, the cutscenes of movies.
He deleted the Kill Bill.
Yeah, I think it's because he went after Scooter, and like the CEO kind of had to like mediate a little bit, because Scooter called because I think after he deleted his post, his most recent post was "No good deed goes unpunished."
Exactly.
He was just calling like a, hey, what's going on? Anyway, this can work out, like a friend of a friend calling, and she was like, no, we don't operate that way.
I love it.
And Dave is a different kind of animal, right. Which is great.
Yeah.
But we're fans. But that man, the Call Her Daddy song, I can't wait to listen to the podcast.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what she says, and I honestly can't wait to see how HBO and this Peter dude Superman.
I honestly
handle it in the future.
Yeah, I'm really
because that chick Sophia, her career is effed.
Done. Yeah.
Screw the pooch on an epic level unless he can get her in a show or something. Yeah. Maybe she has a shot, but her podcast and stuff, there ain't nothing. She's
unless she had some type of percentage fans from the quote unquote daddy gang that will follow her, but
no chance. Not now.
Doesn't sound like
not now. That's what they were saying. Big Cat, some of those are yeah, Alex messed up, but her way to manipulate words and spin things, she has the whole crowd on her side right now, and there's no chance for that other chick. And so I'm ready to hear it. But also, we talked about Joe Rogan. Real quick on Joe Rogan, what makes him so awesome is that he's down to earth and understands the vibe that's going on. Yeah. Because he was interviewed, I think, Wall Street Journal about the 100 million. And he straight up was I'll be honest, it's really gross that I have to talk about this deal getting made in these times. It's just gross.
Yeah, he just doesn't want to entertain.
Which I get it. Go get your money. But at the same time, which a lot of people, the only criticism was, hey, you got $100 million deal when people are can't feed their kids.
But he's so humble like that. That's how he is.
Yes. No, he's so real, so cool.
And that's why he's so relatable.
But I thought it was awesome that he said, it's actually, honestly, if I'm honest with me, it's pretty gross.
I'm glad he said that.
That we have to discuss this and that it happened during this time.
That is Joe Rogan.
Then they asked him about selling out. We talked about that.
Yeah.
He said, well, I don't consider myself a sellout. Essentially, because when you sell out, you're giving something up to get what you want. Mm-hmm. He said, I have everything I want. I do things my way. Right. I'm just getting paid a lot more money to do it.
Exactly. I'm telling you that.
So like I said, he's not giving, nothing's changing.
Exactly.
He's just getting the Spotify labels. Because he don't need a push. Nope. He don't need promotion. He's the number one podcast in the world.
Spotify is just going to walk around and say, hey, we have Joe Rogan. Yeah. That's it.
Same
content.
Sign up for Spotify.
Same shit.
To get Joe Rogan. Yeah. Is basically it. He's not going nowhere. He's not changing. But they addressed the sellout situation.
I'm glad he said that.
And that's what. So
that's awesome.
So anyway, that's where we're at. What else you got?
Dude, that's it. I mean, other than anything in sports,
a little bit.
Real quick. That whole Champions golf tournament this week with Tiger and...
Did you watch it?
Hey, I didn't get to watch it.
Okay.
I totally forgot about it. I was out on the...
I only watched the clips of the trash talk.
Yeah, so I would encourage everybody, if you missed it, a really good way to catch up and kind of see what happened, go to the PGA Tour Instagram account and they post all the clips. Lots of banter, shit talk. It was great.
Which was awesome.
It was Tiger and Peyton Manning on a team versus Phil Mickelson and Tom Brady.
Yeah.
And you talk about the shit talk and banter.
It was good, too.
Charles Barkley was commentating, and he was on the mic in the background. It was all good. Tom Brady had a freaking hole-in-one at one point. I mean, it was good. I was very, very entertained going through all those PGA Tour clips.
I was thoroughly entertained with the banter and the shit talking, but I honestly couldn't tell you who won the matchup. The only reason I knew who won is because one of the things floating around was now Tom Brady starts out 0-1 without Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
So he's already got a goose egg without Bill.
Yeah. No, it was.
And the one clip where he's talking about caddies for Tom Brady, Peyton Manning was like, well, I could call Gronk. Gronk just drops everything and does whatever Tom wants. He'll go wrestle for a year, and then he shows up in Tampa. He said, or I can call Eli, and he's had some success. Or we can call Nick Foles, and Tom Brady at that point was like, okay, that's enough. That's a cheap shot.
The great thing, so yeah, I said it right. I want to make sure. It was Tiger and Peyton that ended up winning. Let's see here. So the whole point of this match was a COVID relief charity match. It was
Sure.
It was called The Match, Champions for Charity. Look how much they raised, Chuck.
20 mil.
20 mil. That's freaking awesome. But it was funny to watch. Go watch all those clips.
Oh, and another looking at the pictures made me laugh. So Tiger's known for wearing red shirts on Championship Sunday, and he tried to talk Peyton Manning. What's it say?
Sunday red is back.
Yeah, he tried to talk Peyton Manning into matching him, the red with the black.
That's funny.
And there's a clip. You have to find it. Yeah, Peyton wore pink. Peyton was basically like, no way in hell, because that's Georgia Bulldogs colors, and I'm not getting them the opportunity to retweet or post me in red and black, knowing I'm from Tennessee, like the Tennessee Volunteers.
Hey, good move by Peyton.
So that was a fun little clip. But yeah, man, I hate
that I missed it, but the clips were great.
They were. The other sports thing I got is that now that things are opening up, we're getting the first steps towards getting sports back in our lives. Yeah. Not European soccer sports, which still count. I'm talking about like the NHL today, this afternoon. The commissioner laid out a plan. They're going to move forward with the NHL season is over.
Okay.
As of the standings when they shut down, the top 12 teams in each conference make the playoffs. Wow. Instead of doing like a smaller team playoff like usual, they're doing like, I guess, a 2014 playoff.
Yeah. And
they haven't, I don't think they set a start date, but they will continue the season, and the next step is figuring out when that's going to start. And it's basically going to be like the Olympics. They're going to pick one city to host the entire NHL playoffs.
Really?
And if you were in the top 4 of each conference, you're going to get a bye and like some special stuff, which is fun for us because the Stars fall into that because they were actually, I think, number 4 in the Western Conference.
Yeah,
so
they were
that's the first step. Is that NHL is the first sports conference, federation, whatever association to come out and lay out a plan for how they're going to move forward, and it's basically scratch the season, take the standings as they were in March, and we're moving forward with the playoffs.
And when do they expect to start?
They haven't said, or I didn't see it. I don't remember. But it was interesting because the Stars do fall into the first round bye category.
Yeah.
And they actually get to do a playoff with the top 4 teams to see who gets the number 1 seed. And then also, they're talking about doing the hub cities, like one city to host everything.
Mm-hmm.
And Dallas is in the mix of like 8 cities to be the hub for the NHL.
Nice.
Playoffs. So I think it's Vegas, Toronto.
Not only that, it's in Texas.
Yeah.
Texas is reopened. So
yes.
I bet Dallas is a very strong candidate.
Yeah, and it's Vegas is one I saw. Minneapolis, Minnesota, Toronto, Dallas. Dallas was about as far south. Like Dallas and Vegas were about as far south as you get, I think.
Yeah.
The rest were like up north. So, I mean, Dallas has a shot because, like you said, they are. Texas is open for business.
Yeah.
They're ready to accept everybody.
Would this be no fans in the stands, though, just the match? I would imagine that's the case.
I want to say yes, but they haven't laid it out.
Okay.
I don't think. I didn't see the full character. I just saw the playoff structure and how that was going to go.
I bet it's
and then I also saw the rumblings of the NFL was talking about opening up for NFL mini camps to start in June. So that would essentially put them on track for normal training camps and preseason.
Okay.
And like I said before, I'll say it again. As long as the NFL stays on track, I'm good with it. If that gets messed up, I'll have mental issues, and then we'll start to show.
We'll be watching some hockey, Chuck.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the thing. Like betting and ratings for hockey, if they get out the gate first, are going to shoot through the roof. NBA discussing how they're going to proceed, but basically, I think now
I would prefer to watch hockey.
It's more of a race to first. Like whoever gets out there first is who's going to get killer ratings. I mean, they're all going to get killer ratings when they return, but all eyes are going to be on who gets out there first.
Yeah. So it's just sports.
It's basically going to be NBA, actually baseball, NBA, or NHL, but baseball's a mess, so I can't even go down that hole. But I think it's going to be NBA or NHL. And it sounds like NHL's the ones that are going to jump out first.
Love it.
So anyway, that's your sporting news.
Love it.
Of the week. And to finish out the week, we're doing the Answer the Internet. Where's my fancy little box here?
There it is.
For the YouTube folks at home. Answer the Internet, API from Barstool Sports, KFC Radio. You can get it everywhere. We like to read these cards. They're fun. We've already pre-selected our 2 cards.
I got some good feedback last week.
I did as well.
Somebody hopped in the messages and simply said, shredding penis, hilarious.
There you go. We're here for the people. This is fun for us. We assume it's fun for you guys, and I hear stuff about this part every time. So let's go ahead. Do you want to? I don't remember. Do you want to answer first, or do you want to ask first?
I think. I totally forgot. Do you want to rock paper scissors it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
One
the winner gets to what?
Winner just gets to pick.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so we're just doing one thing.
3, shoot.
Okay, but we're just doing one.
Yep.
And it's 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Yep.
I knew I liked you for a reason.
I know.
Ready?
Here we go.
1, 2, 3, shoot. Dang!
Yeah.
Alright, what are you doing? Gonna ask or answer?
Let's see.
No pressure.
Go ahead and ask, Chuck.
Alright, ask. I'll also let you choose your own adventure.
Oh, nice. Left
Food
hand, right hand.
or alcohol?
Food or alcohol? Let's go food first.
Food first. Marry, F, kill.
Love these.
So you're going to marry one, you're going to make sweet, passionate Cody love with one, you're going to kill one.
Yeah. Softly murder one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Violently. Softly murder one violently. Italian food.
Okay.
Mexican food. Chinese food.
Oh, okay. All right.
This is easy for me.
Easy for me too.
Is it?
I'll kill Chinese.
Thank you. Oh my sweet yes. I'm not a fan of Chinese food. That's a whole nother discussion.
I would kill Chinese out of these 3.
Yeah.
Not to say that I don't like Chinese food because I love Chinese.
But does pizza count for Italian? Ooh.
I'm thinking of Italian as a whole.
Right, the pasta, your chicken parm.
Yeah, this is easy. I would marry Mexican, F Italian, and kill Chinese.
Perfect. Chinese is good for nobody.
Yeah. I would have
Italian food is of course good for a one-night stand.
I'd have a great night with Italian.
But you want to spend the rest of your life with
Mexican for sure. I mean, we're in Texas, Chuck. Tex-Mex. I couldn't imagine living without Tex-Mex or Mexican food. And not to say that I had to live without it, but when I think of F, I'm thinking one night stand.
Yeah, exactly.
So I would have a great night with Italian, but I would marry.
Yes, I love it. I'm still waiting on my holding out for my tortilla chips and bottomless salsa.
Dude, tell me about it.
Because I'm not prepared to go out in public yet. All right, hit me.
All right, here we go. Answer the internet or debate the internet, Chuck?
I'll start with a debate.
Ooh, actually, we're going to save debate later.
All right, change the rules.
Relax.
Okay.
I won the paper, scissors.
I guess you rule all
rock,
things
paper, scissors,
right now.
shoot, so I call the shots. Look at me. I'm the master.
I'm the captain.
I'm the captain. Answer the internet. Would you rather cure cancer, prove aliens are real, or prove ghosts are real?
Let me stretch for this one.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Read
it again.
2 out of 3 things that I don't believe in.
Read it again.
Would you rather cure cancer, which I believe in, because it's factual, it happens to people, they die from it, prove aliens are real, or prove ghosts are real?
So this is almost like marry F kill. I am going to immediately throw out the cure for cancer.
Oh my gosh.
And here's why. It's already been cured, but there's too much money in it and too much money in the medical field to release it. And it's that is a government conspiracy and medical industry conspiracy. I 100% buy into. Cancer is. I understand the seriousness of it.
There's many forms of cancer.
There's many forms. I get it.
You think all of them have a cure?
I'm gonna pass on it because I think at this point it's more of a oppression and more of a money making venture.
That is a sad situation.
And that's more political than I want to get.
I hear you.
So it comes down to: do I want to know if ghosts are real or aliens are real? Like, which one do I want Cody to believe in?
Which one would you rather answer the internet? Which one would you rather? Cure, prove aliens are real, or prove ghosts are real?
I think.
You could become buddy.
No, I think I want to prove that ghosts are real.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Because I think that would horrify your nightmares.
I would
more than anything.
Kill over, probably.
Like, if we proved aliens were real, like, yeah, your world might be a little rocked. Like, I'm talking about you. Like, this is a personal attack.
I would
like, your world would be rocked. You'd be like, okay, Chuck was right.
So
wouldn't be the first time.
Here's my deal. I would be excited if you were able to prove that aliens were real.
But
I would be terrified.
Exactly. If like me knowing that you had to go to bed every night, knowing that ghosts are real, that brings me more joy than it should. So I would pick ghosts because that would terrify you more than anything.
That's mean, Chuck.
And I'm pretty sure
I'd rather be abducted.
The cancer is too serious, and there's too many. There's too much muddy stuff out there about cancer.
Mm-hmm.
The aliens, I think we're on the verge of just proving they are real. Ghosts would completely shatter realities, and I'm picking ghosts because I love to watch chaos.
I wouldn't even be able to handle that.
All right, here you go.
Good one. All right.
Answer the internet. Choose one.
Okay.
Choose one. There's 4 options.
Okay.
You can only have one.
Only one. Okay.
Drink and never be hungover.
Okay.
Drink but never gain weight.
Okay.
Drink and, well, this one really doesn't count to you because you've already closed the deal. Drink and always close the deal with a chick. Or never drink, but your team, whatever team you follow, wins a championship. So basically, I'm gonna scratch the chick one. Because,
scratch the never drink because.
So you're not gonna allow the Hotspurs to get a championship.
No, because they will eventually.
No, that's not the question.
They will eventually.
No, that's not the question. Okay, you say eventually. Like,
why did you have to bring that
in your lifetime?
Why did you have to bring that
in your lifetime? There's like a possibility it could happen. If you never drink again, it's a guarantee they'll get at least one, if not multiple.
Why did you have to bring that up?
Because that's what the words say. You're trying to spin it. I want you to struggle a bit to figure out what you're going to do.
Never having a hangover again would be great.
Well,
but honestly, I don't.
I'll be honest.
Much to ever have hangovers.
Hangovers are for wusses. So.
Yeah, and I hardly have hangovers anymore because
I
don't drink like I used to.
Well, I do, but I'm a professional at this point.
Let me take that back. There's been occasions where Chuck has specifically poured shots down my throat, and I got just kidding.
Hey, some people can handle them more than others. So I can't help it.
A hangover would not to have a hangover would be great, and then drink and not gain weight.
Yep.
Man, you have narrowed this down to the freaking team.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You know what? I'm gonna go with that, Chuck.
You're gonna never drink. And who? The Hotspurs?
Hotspur or Texas freaking Rangers, dude?
Oh.
I'll go there. If the Texas Rangers, I would not drink if the Texas Rangers are Tottenham.
I love it. I love your commitment. I don't know if I could do it.
I'm glad you pushed me.
We know where the line is drawn.
I'm glad you pushed me on that because
Texas Rangers are never going to win now because Cody's not giving up.
That would be so exciting though to watch.
We got
close. Suck without a beer, but
we got close.
All right, here we go. You ready?
I'm ready.
Debate the internet. If you had to eat one human body part, what would it be?
That's it?
If you had to eat one human body part, what would it be? And Chuck, just to give you a visual here.
I mean, do you want me to tell you what? I've already narrowed it down to 3 body parts. What's it say?
Is it these 3?
2 of the 3 are pictured on that thing. So there's
looking at an ass.
There's ass cheeks,
some boobies.
There's a foot, and boobies.
And boobies.
I have narrowed it down to ass cheeks, toes, or fingers. And here's my reasoning: toes and fingers would be similar to like fingers, sausage on a stick, or toes could be like those beanie weenies with the barbecue sauce in the crock pot. You just gotta eat around the bones.
You just clean the bone. You're good to go.
Like bone-in chicken wings.
Yeah.
Ass cheek is just because I would compare that more to like a cut of beef or something. I feel like I could cut a nice steak out of ass cheek.
Okay.
Smoke that sucker. Put some seasoning on it. Yeah. Let's do that.
Boobies too.
Let's make ass cheek steak. Let's do that.
Ass cheek steak.
Yeah, put some seasoning, smoke that sucker 225 for 4 hours.
Final answer?
Yeah, slow and low, baby. Ass cheek.
Love it. Love it.
That's going to do it.
Chuck. Well done.
For this episode of Modern Dude Chat. We've mentioned it before. Help us out. Social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, at Modern Dude Chat. Follow the YouTube. We're posting videos. Got it going on now.
Hello.
Any part of this episode you want to see, like, the visual companion of what's going on here?
Yeah.
Go to YouTube, Modern Dude Chat, subscribe. You'll see when it drops. And if you want to holler at us individually, I'm at Modern Chuck.
Cody Murph, CODYMURF.
That's going to do it. We'll catch you next time.
Peace.